Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode number fucking 6 of Pick and Pop. I am one of your two hosts, Mauricio. I am here with my boy. What's up, Brody?
What's good, bro?
My boy Andy. We gotta
That's
say his
me.
name.
That's who I
Andy
be.
Kitapanti.
Whoa, whoa,
Anyway,
whoa!
whoa. Keep them panties on, shorty. Anyway, so
I don't do that. Anyways,
so to get things started, I just want to ask you, man, like, how was your Thanksgiving? How was your Black Friday, bro? Like,
oh, bro.
what's
So
up?
look, man. Tell me how I get sick like 2 days before Thanksgiving, bro. Right? So I come
Uh,
home and I was working all week, dog. I come home, I'm just feeling horrible. Go to sleep, wake up, yak. That shit
ooh,
fucking sucked. I had a call out of work on Wednesday.
ooh.
But Thanksgiving was good though. Like after I got that Alka Seltzer, that shit hit me like a sensu bean. And shit brought me that shit brought me back to life, bro. But now that shit was fire. I made a flan. That shit was pretty.
Uh,
Shit was
Hey
pretty.
man, listen, like forever in my life, I'm never gonna call flan flan. I'm gonna always say flan
Okay, bro.
flan
There's no Sabo Latino over here. Shut
flan.
up.
But yeah, yo, my Thanksgiving was pretty fucking fire. I'm not gonna lie. I had family come over, and it was weird, bro. Like family came over, we had a good time. We was watching the games and shit. Um, World Cup, by the way. And we were watching the games. They were pretty good. And then like halfway through, I come to my room and I lay down. I'm just like, damn, I'm coming down with something. And like, I was kind of out of commission from then,
Come with
which
that
kind of
something.
sucked. Oh yeah, bro, I was coming down with it. It was kind of fucking me up. But
Fucking
yeah,
hate
I
that
also
shit.
like snuck the coquito. I had to steal that because I fucking love coquito, and I am gonna be drinking this throughout the podcast. But to get this shit started, I have a question for you, bro.
Yeah.
So they've been playing nicely recently. They are currently 4-1 in their last 5 games. Do you think the Lakers are potential contenders now?
Um, I don't want to like. I don't know. That's a tough one, bro. Cause I mean, LeBron came back. He
Hmm.
looks rested, but I feel like every
Yeah.
time he has like those little breaks, he'll always come back with that little burst of energy, and then it like plateaus again.
His age comes back.
Yeah, it's like it just starts creeping back up. Like he can't just keep that up forever. But like, um, maybe, maybe. I think now, like now that they're catching steam, if you look at the East and the West, it's not like separated by like a whole lot in terms of like the playoff race. Like obviously, and this I don't understand this like personally how the Phoenix Suns continue to be at the top of the way. Like it's this year I don't get it. Last year and the year before, like okay, cool, but like this year I don't understand how they're back like on top. But if you talk about where the Lakers are at 13, they're only 5.5 games behind the Utah Jazz. Or no, I'm tripping. 5.5 games behind the number one seed. So that's how close
The
the
one
playoff
in
race is.
13 seed is.
Yeah, so it's like it's that shit's wild. So they're only like
Mhm.
3 games back from Utah at 8. Um, it's still a little early, but we gotta kind of get more into the thing where we're getting into that first quarter. We're basically at the first quarter of the season.
Yeah.
So, a few weeks later, we're going to be talking about, now getting closer to midseason. So, the way that they're looking right now is good. I like the way that Westbrook's been playing. I think it's like a consistent adapting to his role now. AD's been a monster. And
Yeah.
knock on wood that boy stays healthy because my goodness, like he's been a monster. But if he stays
I mean, it's
healthy
an
and
animal
keeps
currently.
playing like that, like he's giving them the breather that they need. And LeBron just needs to be LeBron. Lonnie is a little streaky, but we'll see. And then I love the way that Austin Reeves has been playing. Can't really speak for the rest of the team. There's just a lot of inconsistencies. Pat Bev doing all that bullshit. Even though I think he was in the right, because
I agree.
the refs didn't step in, bro. Like what the fuck y'all doing?
Hmm.
But to answer the question, are they contenders? Do they look like contenders right now? No, because regardless of the record, the two games that they just won was against the Spurs, and they barely beat them both games. And the Spurs is the worst team in the NBA. So I don't know. It's not telling. So
Mhm. Okay, I like that answer. For me personally, they like you said, they've all been playing a lot better. Here's my thing. With this 5-1, they've beaten the Nuggets a few games ago. Like I think in the beginning of the shit, and that was back when Jokic was on the court, which was
yeah,
like very good to see. Like nice to see that you can beat like an actual like I believe potential top 4 seed
yeah,
in the West. Um, but other than that, this current like stretch of games that they've had, they haven't been able to beat the Suns. The Suns is I gotta say is the hardest team that they've played, and they weren't able to beat them. And the reason why the Suns are so nice is just because they don't have CP3 out there.
it was a
My
close
fault.
game though. It
My fault.
wasn't
My fault.
like
My
it
fault.
wasn't like a
They didn't
blowout.
have Christopher out there. My bad. Sorry for saying that. They didn't have Christopher out there, but still, they play together. That team is always playing together.
Fucking
That
Christopher.
team, nah, his name is Christopher.
Okay.
That team is always playing together, no matter
Yeah.
what. With Christopher on the floor or not, obviously he structures eyes is everything a lot better for them, and they do play better while he is on the court. But that team knows who they are. They know their roles. They know what they got to do,
Yeah.
and that is what you're starting to see now with the Lakers. You mentioned Lonnie Walker. Lonnie Walker is streaky, yes, but I feel like he's a good replacement for Malik Monk from last year.
Yeah.
And like they obviously miss Malik. I feel like if you had Lonnie and Malik together, that shit would be scary to see. Because I feel like they both be jumping out the gym sometimes.
They're like the same player.
But yeah, it's like similar, bro.
So it's like I
Um.
don't know.
hmm So I like that. Austin Reeves, like you said, my boy.
Mm.
Have you been seeing the recent memes? They hit him with like the Jordan Poole treatment, where like he like runs into
Yeah,
some
yeah.
baddies,
Yeah.
suddenly turns into prime Kobe.
I like Austin Reeves.
Austin Reeves is a tough player. I've been fucking with him since his first
If
season last season.
if
He's
they're
tough.
gonna
He's
if
cool.
they're gonna retool like the Lakers,
hmm
obviously next year, because we don't know like what's gonna happen in the playoffs with the Lakers. But if they retool, obviously, you know, you know how this league works. They're probably not bringing Westbrook back
hmm
because his contract's over, and then
hmm
they might. I don't know. They might bring him back and they offer him like some little shit, but Westbrook's not taking like little money when he knows some other team will pay him for sure.
Yeah.
Not pay him maybe all that like what he's like can get, but they'll pay him. But I would
hmm
keep Lonnie and Austin
Austin.
Reeves.
Yeah,
Those are the
definitely.
only two that like I feel like are untouchable out of everybody else.
Bro, my biggest issue with them is like the fact that they just sell the house so consistently.
Yeah,
That like the reason why I feel like they should keep these players
they just
is
got to be
because
smart.
yo, bro, you keep them. They're like right now, like you can see it happening currently in their record and how they've been playing. It's like they're starting to learn each other more. As a Westbrook fan, there's a calendar that you have, right? So it's always like for us, it's always like, yo, the first 20 games, you got to give them 20 games to get used to the team.
Hmm.
Obviously, this rule didn't apply to last year because last year was just fucking a mess.
Yeah,
But within these 20 games, I've seen this team come together more, and like everybody's starting to understand the roles. Russ off the bench is like I said, is as that second punch
yeah.
off the bench is like very necessary and like very useful for them, and I think that's been helping them a lot. Obviously, the pace changes. It's a complete 180 from like the pace that is played with him off the floor.
Hmm.
Him, bro. First of all, can we talk about him and Anthony Davis while LeBron's been out?
Hmm.
Bro,
I
they've
mean,
been looking nice as hell.
he with his willingness to pass, like if you give
Mhm.
him like a big man like that can get his own shot and
Mhm.
score the way that AD can, I mean he's gonna be really good.
He's gonna
Like if
produce.
you put him with like an Embiid or like a Jokic, it's just Westbrook's biggest problem on the Lakers was just taking care of the ball and then just taking shots that like and like that's not even only his problem. Like Braun does that shit too. They just take shots that are not needed.
Mhm.
But I think what the Lakers lack is depth, and maybe they could
I
add a
agree.
little bit by the trade deadline. Um, some of these players are going to be eligible around the league are going to be eligible to trade in December. I forget exactly what date because there's certain contracts that
Hmm.
have like a day. So there should be some player movement coming in, but the only thing I've been seeing was like Jakopoto got traded to the Warriors, but like nothing like crazy's been going around the league. So I don't know. I think we're both
Right.
just kind of on the we have to see more.
I
There's
we
no like
do have to see
definitive
more.
answer, to be honest.
We do have to see more. But to answer the question, if they keep playing the way they are playing, and if they start winning against like actual like playoff teams,
Yeah.
I'd say that they're contenders. So yeah, that's my answer.
Okay, so some of these teams that have started off a little slow, that have, you know, some players on them, or even some of these like middle of the pack teams. Let's get into who do you think in the NBA, whether it be one team or a few teams, who do you
Hmm.
think should trade their stars? Where do you think in the league it's like, look, man, you're getting older, or you are in your prime, and we're not doing shit for you. So let's move you because you have value. We can help you out, but we're looking out for us basically by trading you because we get all the benefit
Hmm.
from you still being valuable. So off the top of your head, or what do you think would be a
All
team
right.
that should trade their stars if there is any?
Okay. So I am looking into everybody's eyes right now when I say this. Bradley fucking Beal. Get my boy out of Washington,
Honestly, he
please.
looks so
Oh my
whack in
God.
Washington.
Bro, get my boy out of Washington. Bro, he deserves better. I know he wants to be loyal. I know you want to do the Dame thing to stay with. Fuck it, bro. Get the fuck out of there. They're not doing you justice, bro. Please force a trade. You are so great. Like, oh my God, please just find a way out. Like it's pissing me off watching you go through this pain, watching your numbers just dwindle down this season. Please, please do something, bro. Come on, Bradley. Please do something for me. Please.
That's it. Just
Fuck.
just the Wizards.
Yes. The Wizards. I don't give a fuck about any other team right now, bro. If we're talking about getting rid of the stars for their benefit, Bradley Beal.
Right, right,
There's no better option. No
right,
better option, in my opinion. And Dame, I guess. Yeah, you can put that. But Bradley Beal, bro, get
right.
my boy out,
I think
please.
Bradley's the one who's probably suffered. Like Dame hasn't really like Dame's had some playoff appearances and a couple first round wins, but like Bradley's got nothing to show for it, dog. He looks like he's just fading into, and that's sad. That's sad. I agree. Bradley Beal for sure. Um,
As soon as
I
you asked me that question, I knew it, bro. I was like, Bradley Beal, bro. It's fucking
I
Bradley.
I think Bradley Beal and Dame for sure,
Mm-hmm.
but I also think that the Thunder. Mm,
Thunder?
I feel like you could get like I be seeing Shea on the court sometimes, and
Does
this is
some of
just
them up
me
for it?
me peeping like just his attitude. But
Mm-hmm.
some of the games that they lose, bro, he looks so frustrated. And he's hit like obviously the young guys have the egos, and now that he's hit like star point guard, which I apologize in the last episode for not putting him in the top 5 because I should have. Um, but yeah, like seeing him frustrated sometimes, Shea, it just I feel like he's one of those players that could like force himself out. Miles Turner, just get him the fuck
Definitely.
out of there. Miles does not want to be there. You guys are not gonna win anything anytime soon. Get yourself
Mm-hmm.
some picks and figure out maybe get something for Miles to put next to Tyrese, because that's your star.
Mm-hmm.
So figure it out. You have your guard. If you have a guard in this NBA, you can build around it, like the Hornets are doing with LaMelo.
Mm-hmm.
Um, get Miles out of there. Outside of that, Dame. And this might be a hot take, but I think the Warriors got to move on. Trade Draymond and Clay.
Ooh.
Get them both
Draymond
out of
and
there.
Clay?
Get them both out of there.
Like this season.
Get them both out of there. I don't know. It's just like Clay still has value, and he's gonna be streaky for the rest of the season. Clay is not gonna be like, yeah, he's been playing good, and I know all the like, Ja tweeted out, everybody quiet now, but bro, Jordan Poole is really like is him
Ascending.
So if you want to put Jordan Poole as 6-man, that's fine. But I think you should maximize him right now, and just next year he's gonna come in even better if you start him now. Clay still has value. You can trade him around. Draymond still has value, regardless of his statistics. Draymond is not an old player. People think, I bet you Draymond's like 30, like on
Draymond's
the dot.
Like 32, I think. Okay, I could look that up.
Draymond turned 32 this year in March. So
I fucking knew it.
he's still got some gas in the tank. And I don't care what his stats say, Draymond is still very valuable. So
he can run an offense.
If you want to extend this little team and then continue the little winning and maximize, really what you're maximizing is Steph Curry. Fuck everybody else. Steph Curry's like, he's the only one who's untouchable on that team, obviously. You know, it's like that's Golden State's child. They are not moving Steph Curry. But like, if you trade Clay and Draymond now and extend these young boys, because he has Wiggins and Jordan Poole. He made Draymond a little younger and like better on offense, because Wiggins can pass the ball. He's an underrated passer. Trust me, I know this from Minnesota. I had a little stint. I was a Minnesota fan because of these little young boys, and they all got traded.
I can attest to this.
They all got traded. Levine got traded. Wiggins got traded. Cat was putting up numbers, but they was fucking losing.
Cat got bullied by Jimmy Butler.
He made fucking Cat and Wiggins cry. Wiggins got traded, won a championship. Wiggins is a beast. Levine's a beast and Cat's a beast. I wish that team would have stayed together and they all would have. But they just would not have turned into the same players if they stayed together. But, yeah. Get him out. Like, trade him now so you can extend this little dynasty. That might be weird, and Golden State fans, I mean, if this goes on TikTok, I don't care what you got to say. I don't care if you love Clay or Draymond. If I'm the front office, I'm trading them because I'm maximizing 30. All I care about is maximizing 30. I don't give a fuck about anybody else. That's fucking Steph Curry.
I agree. I as much as like I would want to like rebuttal that, you can't, because you're right. Clay does have value.
He does.
And bro, in the league where shooting is very, very valuable, and Clay is just coming back, you go get him at a good price right now.
What about this? If Philly doesn't do anything this year, why don't you just trade Embiid and start over again, bro?
As Harden as your main guard, bro, you
build around Tyrese or some shit. James Harden is gonna be a free agent this summer, so like he might dip. Yeah, he might dip if something crazy happens in the playoffs. If Harden dips, I'm trading Embiid and starting over. Bro, you could get like 1 million picks for Joel Embiid. You could get the biggest package in NBA history. Trade him to OKC, you get everybody. You literally get everybody.
Sam Presti wouldn't fall for that. Sam
Presti's the one that smart, but like if Sam Presti was anybody else, like he could get Embiid because he has everything.
Hey, they could rob the Knicks.
No, they could get Embiid and still be pretty solid, bro. They have way too many picks. They have too much.
They could rob the Knicks.
Could you imagine Shea and Embiid? Ooh, and Chet. Ooh, shit. That's tough.
Yo, Chet plays a 4.
That's tough.
Embiid is at the 5.
That's tough.
That's not a bad team.
Keep Giddey and
you
Shea.
Keep Giddey and Shea. You just gotta get.
Now you just build around.
Board.
Now you just build around. Players like Mikal or Miles Bridges are out there. Like I know, he's got all this bullshit, but now he's like minimum contract guy.
Man,
Jay Crowder's still out there. Imagine plugging in like a Jay Crowder at the 3. That team is tough.
Man, get Get Miles Bridges back in the league, bro. I
Yeah, bro.
miss watching bro play.
Yeah.
Like he was a great person to watch play back in
Or
Charlotte last year.
keep him in Charlotte. You know, I don't know. I don't know if MJ
He,
rocking
he
with him.
played nice in Charlotte.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. All right, last point before we move on. Would you trade Embiid if like let's say they lose in the first round of the playoffs and Harden's like, I'm not coming back.
Okay, so if I am Philly's front office,
Yeah.
we lose first round. Harden has already made it clear because you could tell by his body language if he starts getting bigger that he's not coming back. I'm trading Embiid as long as I know I'm getting a star and a bunch of fucking picks back, like a young star and a bunch of picks back. Yeah, I'm doing that shit. Easy.
Right.
Put Miles Turner with Maxey.
That's tough.
They're both young. All right, so moving forward, it is time for us to talk about the top 5 shooting guards in the league.
Yes.
So, Andy, who are your 5?
Okay, so this is gonna be a little bit of eye test and who do I think if they were in the right situations would be top 5. You might think other people are top 5, but and the viewers might also think others are top 5, but this is my list. Number 1, I'm gonna go with Donovan Mitchell. I think Donovan Mitchell has proven that he is the best shooting guard in the league. Because of the whole Utah shit, we forgot about how good he was. He goes to Cleveland, still doing the same shit. Cleveland looks nice. They slowed down a little bit, but Donovan Mitchell has one of the deepest bags in the NBA. He is so fucking good. If Donovan Mitchell had a star that was better than him, and like, you could put the fucking tally up. I don't know how many times I've said it, but if Donovan Mitchell was in Denver, if Donovan Mitchell was in Denver with Jokic, that's a chip, bro. Immediately. It's an immediate chip. The reason why I'm saying this is because give Jokic like a number 2 guy, like a real number 2 guy, like an established star, they win the chip. Like, so I'm going to go Donovan Mitchell number 1.
Okay.
At number 2, I'm going to go with Devin Booker. He is cooking right now. He is a big reason why Phoenix is doing what they're doing. Right under, not even like a sliver. Like they are neck and neck. So like 2 and 3, you can switch those, but I'm gonna put Jaylen Brown. Jason Tatum's been killing, cooking, obliterating, but Jaylen Brown has been doing the same shit, and nobody wants to fucking talk about it. He's like right under him in like every statistic, and like I don't get that. I do not understand what's up with that. At number 4, I'm putting Paul George. I don't care. I am putting PG. Suck my dick. I don't care. It's Paul George. That stretch that he had without Kawhi, get the fuck out of here. It's Paul George.
Okay.
And at number 5, damn, this is tough. As much as I love Bradley, he's slowed down a little bit. And I know that he's a better player than the player that I'm going to mention. Like, if you had to pick one, you'd go with Bradley Beal. But I'm going to add to the number 5 spot because of the defensive side of the ball. Because I think Desmond Bane is a better defender. I'm going to put Desmond Bane at number 5. Because Desmond Bane is the number 2 on that Grizzlies team. Yeah, and I know that he gets a lot of hate, and it's like, oh, like Desmond Bane, like, you know, like we be calling him Thumb, fucking big body Bane, but I think Desmond Bane is the 5th. So that's my list. I go Donovan Mitchell, Devin Booker, Jaylen Brown, Paul George, Desmond Bane.
Okay. I hate the fact that our 1 through 3 are basically the same.
Yeah. Is that why you was making faces?
Yes, bro. I was just like, fuck. And then you mentioned number 2. I was like, fuck. Then you mentioned number 3. I was just like, fuck. Especially because when you mentioned number 2, you're like, they're interchangeable.
Yeah,
fuck you. Like, why you have to do that? Like, you could have left that out. But my number 1, Donovan Mitchell, for every reason that Andy mentioned.
Of course.
Donovan is a fucking killer, bro.
Yes.
And him and Darius Garland. Lamir, shout out to you. Handshake on that bet that we did. Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell beat Trey and DeJounte Murray together. So Donovan Mitchell, my number one. Number two, Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown does not get talked about enough because he is in the shadow of fucking Jason Tatum.
Exactly.
And Jason Tatum is nice as fuck, but I really feel like Jaylen Brown doesn't get flowers.
Nope.
He needs his
doesn't.
flowers. He is the second best shooting guard in the league. The D-Book. If we could go back to that question, D-Book needs to get the fuck out of Phoenix, okay? I think he could win somewhere else.
Damn.
D-Book at number 3, bro. D-Book number 3,
yep.
because D-Book is a monster. He gets his own bucks whenever the fuck he wants to, unless you put, unless you put like a guard that fucking Milwaukee got to strip the fuck out of the ball from him.
Yeah.
Number 4, I got Bradley Beal. Because I know that he is a much better player than what he's doing right now. He's probably frustrated with the franchise, probably going to force a trade. I really hope so. And number 5, your boy, Zach LaVine.
What? Wait. You don't have PG in your top 5? What?
I will always consider PG a small forward, bro.
He's a shooting guard.
He is a small forward in my eyes, bro. He is a small forward in my eyes. Bro, he could, he's a small forward in my eyes.
It's Kawhi's the small forward.
No, he's a small forward.
And when Kawhi's out, it's like Marcus Morris. What are you talking about? You love PG. How are you not gonna put him in the top 5?
I do love PG. I do. But Zach, my boy Zach, bro.
I love Zach LaVine, man.
Zach is tough. Listen, if I wanted to, bro, I'll take Bradley up on Paul George there, but I'm keeping Bradley there because I know he's a much better player than what he's been doing right now. That's my list. Donovan Mitchell, Jaylen Brown, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, and Zach motherfucking LaVine. Okay, that is my top 5. Oh, I feel like I did Paul George dirty, but I'll put him at 6. I'll put him at 6, I guess.
Alright.
That's my top 5.
All right.
Bro, like it's crazy how similar they are, but yes, like in my opinion, like 1 through 3, I feel like 80% of people that know basketball will like put those 3 up there.
For sure.
4 and 5 is very interchangeable.
Mm-hmm.
Like I brought up Zach, you brought up my boy.
All those guys are all those guys like, well, maybe just Jaylen Brown. I think can be like a number 1 on a team. I actually think that Jaylen Brown could be a number 1.
Hell yeah.
But
bro, like
everybody else, like if they can be number 2, like the solid number 2, and I think that's crazy at that position. How many guys there are that can do that? Like you could probably go 10 deep, and it's still like, oh shit, I forgot about this guy. You know what I mean?
And on the come up for shooting guards, we got my boy Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's more your boy.
I'm gonna go into that later in the future. I'm gonna break down why that kid's gonna be what he's gonna be. So trust.
Bet. Trust.
All right, so let's talk about the hottest team in the NBA right now. Even though it was the Sacramento Kings, but because they're just so fucking talented, the Celtics in their last 10 games have won 9. 9 of their last 10. They are 15-4, and they are the top of the Eastern Conference. Mauricio, are the Celtics championship bound?
Hell yeah. What? Like, okay. The Celtics give me the Suns vibes that the Suns had, except I really feel like they will or have the absolute have a very good chance of going back to the finals this season just because of the way they've been playing. They got that taste of being in the finals now. They know what it's like. They know what that pressure is like. Obviously, things happen in the finals that they got bullied by a team that's been there basically for more than for about half a decade. You feel me? Like they got bullied by them, and like that's not their fault. They didn't have the experience that the other team had, but now they have the experience. Now they know what that pressure is like. So, with that being said, I do think that they are close to winning a championship. If not this year, maybe next. But I really think that they have a good chance this year.
Right.
Especially the way that JT's been playing. Also, JB, like we mentioned, doesn't get enough flowers. He's been playing amazing. Yep. That team is also very well built. Just the pieces are just like, oh my god, bro! Yes. Like Al Horford's a great player to have on that team. And then I'm not sure if he's back or not, but Robert Williams is a good center for them. Like
Yeah,
he did
not
wonders for
back
them
yet, but
when
yeah, he's a beast.
yeah, like he did wonders for them back in the playoffs last season. It's a good team. I think they're a very tough out if they do get eliminated, probably in game 7. But I don't see how at this point in time they wouldn't make it to the finals. So yes, the Celtics are championship bound.
Um, I'm not gonna go against my picks from the first episode.
Mm-hmm.
Cause in the East, obviously I have the
The
Nets.
Nets.
Which we're actually killing, so it's good. We're looking good. Um, you know, just beat the
Congrats on getting Kyrie
shit
back.
out of Portland.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So smoking on that Portland pack tonight. But anyways, I don't know. I don't know. Celtics. I think, dude, maybe, bro, because they were just so close last year and they did not drop off at all. And I
Mm-mm.
think Jason Tatum is getting better and Jalen Brown is getting better. And if whoever comes out of the West, this is how I see it. Whoever comes out of the West is gonna be beat the fuck up.
Hell yeah.
And obviously the East is tough. I'm not saying the
Mm-hmm.
East isn't tough, but the East really, if you're talking about who can win it, the East only goes 3, maybe 4 teams deep. There's not. It doesn't go like that far down. In the
What teams do you think?
West, I mean, in the East, it's the Celtics, the Bucks, the Cavs, and the Nets,
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
the Sixers at like full health. But like they're not deep enough. Maybe now, maybe they're picking because you remember what Tobias looked like against the Nets. I don't know if you peeped that game.
Yeah,
Tobias
bro.
was fucking cooking.
I saw.
So like if he plays like that, and he was great on the defensive end too. So if he
Bro, he
plays
woke
like
up.
that, yeah, for sure. I don't think the Raptors can win it. I don't think the Hawks can win it. I don't think the Pacers can win it, obviously. So like definites, I'm gonna say just 3. But for the Sixers and the Nets, it's got to be like things are going really good for them to win. But I think the Bucks and the Celtics can really like, and the Cavs can actually win the championship if they come out of the East. But in the West, it's different because the Suns can win it. The Nuggets at full health can win it. The Grizzlies can honestly make noise and win it. Um, if Kawhi comes back and even looks like 80% of himself and is consistent for give me fucking 25 games, bro. Like I'm tired of seeing him on the sideline. Like the West is still pretty deep, and then the teams that are under, like in the playoffs, like the Warriors and the Lakers, and who knows, like Zion could lead the Pelicans into the playoffs and make fucking noise. So there's just a lot of teams in the West, but they're gonna come out beat the fuck up. That's my
Mm-hmm.
point. Um, I think if no one in the West steps up, the Celtics are like, and they if the Celtics make it out the East, I think they win the championship.
So you think that they are the best team in the league currently?
The Celtics are the best team in the league, 100%. Yeah, they are the
Okay.
best team. Only because Milwaukee isn't whole. Because
Mm-hmm.
Chris Middleton is out. If Chris Middleton was there, their record would be better. And obviously Giannis is Giannis. You know, I think he's the best player in the world. Um, but I think the Celtics, yeah, they are the best team in the NBA right now, for sure.
I like that. I like that. Okay. So moving forward. So the other day I was scrolling through Twitter, and it's also on Instagram, but I was scrolling through Twitter because I like watching all the NBA Twitter beefs happen and all the shit talk. I get involved sometimes. But a picture surfaced, and let me read you what the picture is. So the picture is a picture of East and West. So the players on the West: LeBron, Curry, Jokic, AD, and Luca. Right? Those are the players on the West. On the East, you got Embiid, Trey, Tatum, KD, and Giannis. So my question to you is, if you put those teams up against each other, those two teams against each other, who do you think is gonna win? You going East? You going West?
I'm gonna go with East. Or
Oh,
sorry, sorry. I'm gonna
oh,
go with the West.
you're going with the West? I bet. So we have a debate here right
Yeah.
now. Let's get
So
this going, buddy.
Steph Curry's the best point guard in the league.
Uh huh.
Steph
Undoubtedly.
Curry's his biggest benefit over the run has been Draymond Green
Mm-hmm.
and Draymond Green's passing ability. Take Draymond Green. This is a balloon that I'm making, people. So pause. Go like this to Draymond Green. Blow him up to crazy proportions.
Pause.
That is LeBron James. You have Steph Curry and LeBron James on the same team. That in itself is ridiculous. Steph Curry's backcourt mate is Luka Doncic. If you're talking about who can pass the ball better out of both of these teams, it's the West, and it's not even close. The ball movement, it's not even close. Their center is Jokic, the best passing big in the league. And if you want to put an AD gets to play the 4, I don't care what anybody says about AD. AD's made of glass. Like, we get it. He gets injured. But AD does not duck matchups. He's going to go at Embiid. He's going to go at Giannis. And those are heated matchups. Like, Jokic is not afraid of either of those boys. The big men are going to scrap crazy.
Oh, yeah.
But,
oh, my God.
I love KD. I love Tatum. It's a matchup, bro. It's a matchup. Then you got Trey or you got Steph. Bro, I'm taking Steph. You got Steph and LeBron on the same team, bro. Like, there's just no fucking way. Like, could you imagine that pick and roll? Like, you gotta. First of all, what you gonna do? If you double LeBron, what's up? You got AD on the perimeter, Jokic on the perimeter, Luke on the perimeter, Steph on the perimeter. Like, hell no. There's no way. Both teams have like guys who are not okay shooters, but both teams also have guys who are great shooters. But I'm going with the West because I just think you put Steph and LeBron on the same team, that's already a problem. Like that's the best matchup. So that's my argument. I mean,
I am itching to go.
go, bro.
Bro, okay, so
Because there's nothing.
I got the East, bro. I got the East, and like, yes, the West looks tough, but as soon as I saw this picture, bro, I was drawn to the East. Here's why. So, my issue with the West, yes, you do got really good passers on this team. Thing is, though, there's only one ball.
Of course.
Luka likes to ISO. You got me? Luka likes to run the offense. Obviously, Curry, he could run around. Curry's never in one spot, so Curry's gonna probably
Constantly
go to the 2.
moving.
Curry's gonna probably play 2. Then you got LeBron, who also likes to have the ball, and you got Jokic. These guys like to have the ball, but on the East, I know for sure they are gonna trust Trey with their lives. Like, Trey is a good point guard, bro. He gets tough assists. He can dime him up. And now you got fucking killers on the East too. You got Kevin Durant, who's a fucking he's an assassin. Everybody talks about how KD's an assassin. You also got Jason Tatum, and not just that, the defense on the East looks insane in my opinion. I think okay, so Jokic against Embiid, I like that matchup. They're gonna fight. Giannis against AD, obviously I like that. This matchup is tough. They're gonna fight. Jason Tatum, you put him on LeBron, right? And then who guards up Luka? No, yeah.
Jason Tatum on LeBron? Give me that every time. LeBron lives rent free in Jason Tatum's head.
I trust
LeBron lives rent free in JT's head. I love JT.
And then if you want, you could switch that with KD. Either or. LeBron's old. And then
LeBron's old. We can't do that with this picture, dog.
And then you got Trey Young and Steph. Steph wins that matchup, in my opinion. But personally, I feel like the East just takes it because I feel like they're just more physical than the West team. What? And I like Luka. I just don't think Luka will be able to shine in this, and I don't think he'd like it. But I'm going with the East, man. I feel like the East could defend the fuck out of that West team. I really do think that the only person who's going to give him the most trouble is Curry. No, I literally said it. I don't think Trey's stopping Steph. I feel like the biggest problem against going up against that West team is gonna be Curry.
The biggest matchup, difference is like Luka
he's gonna
and
be
Tatum.
The toughest one.
Because Tatum can guard Luka. I don't think Luka can guard Tatum.
I agree with that.
But
But if I want Tatum to guard somebody, I want Tatum on LeBron and I want KD on Luca. And you can obviously switch. You can switch those two in and out all day if you want. Just
I
give
don't
LeBron
like
different bodies.
that's better if KD's on Luca.
Yeah,
Because
but
if Luca brings KD to the post, he's moving him. I don't care. Like I love KD, bro. That's the star player on my team. I love KD, but
bro,
he's
I
not
am
stopping
going with
Luca
this
in the
East
post.
team.
Man,
This East team,
fuck the
bro.
East team.
I'm going with this East team, bro.
I
This
got
East
GOAT.
team will take this.
I got GOAT.
East team will take it. Yo, like we mentioned in the last episode, if somebody could run a simulation, show us what happens.
I got GOAT.
Show us what happens. I got Giannis, KD, Tatum, Trey, and Embiid.
I got
like
GOAT
that.
in the chef.
I like that. I like this matchup, and that's just my personal opinion. I really like this.
All right, so put them all in their primes.
Put them all in their primes. You're not making it fair.
Yeah. Fuck out of here. Whoever made this list,
fuck
you.
that.
Because look, LeBron's like
Still-
78 years old and they're still putting him in this picture. That's how you know. That's how you know.
Bro, I still like the chances that the East got.
Man, fuck the East. I'm scared of
still like the
Giannis.
chances
That's the
he's
only
got.
player I'm scared of on that.
Bro, I'm still good with that. I'll let Jokic and Embiid
'Cause
battle like go to war all day.
KD has only ever cooked LeBron when he's had the fucking space to do it. That's all I gotta say. I don't care who watches this shit. I'm talking to you, LeMaire. LeBron only got cooked by KD when he had Steph and Clay side by side. If they up, he cannot see GOAT. I don't care.
Yo,
I'm gonna hear about that. I'm gonna hear about that
Yo,
later.
This is the second time we've mentioned Lemire. Yo, Lemire, you gotta get on this podcast, bro.
It's because
calling you out. You need to get on this podcast.
This is me
bro.
calling you out because you gotta hurry the fuck up, bro.
We need you, bro. We need you here. You're the next guest. Like your spot is reserved.
Yeah.
Pull up.
That's
we
funny
need,
as
we
hell.
need to hear what you gotta say. But yes, this is the teams. So like we said earlier, simulate it.
So,
let us know who wins.
This week we're gonna be skipping top plays. Low key, there actually wasn't enough like crazy plays that I was looking at that I was like, damn, we can put them in.
Mhm.
Which is wild because we've had like consistent like nasty plays, but for some reason nobody's been doing anything like out of the ordinary or anything that you can say, oh, that was so much better than like last week. And we want to make sure that if it's a top 3 plays, it got to be some dirty.
Yo, bro, like the only thing that comes to mind is not even the top play, bro. It's just my boy Russ getting smacked in the face.
Yeah,
and wanna throw
like we
hands.
could have put
Like-
that, I guess.
Like I want hands with Zach Collins.
Yo, it's
Like,
crazy
I as a fan
that
want
like
hands
the
with him.
hit,
I want hands.
the hit didn't look like it would have cut him like that, but it did. It was actually really weird.
He cut him at the top, at the hairline. Bro.
Yeah.
He's gonna get the LeBron now because of that. It's
Okay.
crazy.
All right, so we are going to end today's episode with obviously the question of the day. This is a tough
I like
one.
this question.
It's a good
It is
question,
tough.
but it's a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
Question of the day: who needed who more in the Golden State dynasty? KD or Steph Curry? I'm gonna let you go first.
Kevin Durant.
Oof. Okay. Why?
KD needed them more. Because the Warriors proved that with him or without him, they could still make it to the finals and win.
Steph.
Well, I'm sorry, Steph
Yeah.
proved it that he can do it dolo. We did it last season. He's the reigning Finals MVP.
Right.
Unfortunately, the only one game back then, like he didn't show up. He missed every 3 that he took. But even then, like that was his playoffs.
Yeah.
He put in the work. Clay wasn't the Clay that they had back in the other finals. Draymond was being Draymond.
Right.
But the team wasn't like you. When you looked at that team that Steph had last season compared to the team that he had before, you were still like you weren't sure if they were gonna win it or not.
Right.
Unless you're like a diehard fucking Warriors fan, then I guess you fucking you. But
Right.
I think KD needed them more because KD couldn't get past that team.
Yeah.
Like with my boy Russ. Like they couldn't get past him. They choked their 3-1 lead against them.
Yeah.
You know, very unfortunate for me as an OKC fan to watch. But
Yes. And a lot
and
of that was on both of them, KD
mhm,
and Russell Westbrook.
mhm.
Um,
But
they
with
should have
that being
closed that
said,
out for sure.
yo, bro, they should have closed that shit out as soon as they had the opportunity, bro. But
Yeah.
next thing you know, Game 6 Clay is born
Yes.
and everything happens. But no, I think KD needed Steph more because when you look at it, and you alluded to it earlier, like KD had space to work with, bro. Like that floor was wide open. And I had this argument the other day at work with my boy Justin. I'm calling you out, Justin. All right, like he was saying, I forgot what he said exactly about KD, but I was just like, yo, bro, like like KD had so much space to work with. Like you and that
You
team
couldn't
with
double.
KD,
You
yeah, you
couldn't
couldn't.
double.
Bro, you couldn't get off of Clay. You couldn't get
You couldn't.
off of Steph. And even then, Steph is already moving around, so you're fucking tired as shit chasing after him.
Yeah, bro.
We earlier episode we put the clip in here, bro. You gotta guard him from the moment he wakes up, like,
Bro, 2018, you had fucking George Hill checking Steph Curry. Get the fuck out of
bro.
here.
Like, you you couldn't you like it was LeBron by himself. As soon
In
as help defense would
2018,
come,
by
pass would
himself.
go, and there's a three to your face.
Fuck out of
Okay,
here.
like 2018 Braun was Superman that
But
got
you
stabbed
just
by
it didn't
kryptonite.
matter. It didn't matter. Even if the Celtics went in there, like if the Celtics would have beat the Cavs, they would have lost the same way to that Golden State team.
It would have got cooked.
They would have been
It would have got
bad.
cooked.
It would have been bad.
It would have still been a sweep.
Probably. I'll
It
give
would
them
have still
one
been a
game.
sweep.
I'll give them one game in Boston just because Boston gets rowdy. But like,
Still
nah.
a sweep, bro. Like the same thing that KD did to them 2 years in a row from the same spot.
There
He'll
was
be doing it to the
nobody was
Celtics.
beating that team, bro.
No,
Nobody.
there was nobody. But KD was able to play KD on
Yeah.
that team with all that space because you just couldn't get off of two players.
Right.
There's no help there. And KD could take any big off the dribble if he wants to. So
Yeah.
no, like KD needed Steph. I'm gonna hear it from Lemire, but yeah, KD needed Steph.
Guess we
But-
both gonna hear from Lemire because I agree, my boy. KD.
I will say
needed
though, I
Steph.
do got KD over Steph. I will always have KD over Steph in my opinion.
So
But
I can't put KD over Steph Curry all time
okay,
until KD wins without Steph Curry. If KD wins without Steph Curry, gets another Finals MVP and a third ring, I'll put him over Steph, which actually would put KD into my top 10 because I have Steph at number 10. But it would go against it'd be contradictory to my statement to say that KD is better than Steph Curry if Steph, like, I don't think it's like leaps and bounds. I think they're like neck and neck. It's like a 1A 1B situation, like a 1A 1A situation. Like Steph is, if I consider Steph top 10, there's no way that I can be like KD was leaps and bounds a much better player than Steph Curry. Let me read these two things off for you before you whatever point you're about to make.
I'll argue
In
that.
2007,
Mhm.
Steph Curry in the finals against Cleveland averaged 27, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds.
Are you talking about 2017 or
The 2017 finals.
Okay, I thought
He averaged 27, 9, and 8. In 2018, he averaged 27, 7, and 6. Those are like finals MVP numbers. And that was number 2. Okay? Obviously, KD is putting up the numbers because he's getting the shots. Steph Curry was right there while still distributing. In 2017, he was distributing the ball. He almost averaged 10 assists in the finals. Steph Curry, like we mentioned in the previous episode or the episode before, when we talked about could Steph Curry still be Steph Curry is the system. KD is like the perfect all-time plug-in player because you can play him with anybody. You can put him everywhere. We all knew at that time when we were 16, 15 years old, you weren't going to beat a team with LeBron James and Kyrie Irving on it. There was nothing you can do. Like the Warriors were so good, but they would have lost in 2015 if even Kevin Love was healthy.
Mhm.
Okay? They would have won in 2015 even if K Love was healthy. 2016, maybe if they win that, maybe they don't win in 2016, but they choked. They were the Cavs for the second half of that series were the better team. They
They
gave up
got caught
everything
lacking.
they had. They couldn't stop LeBron and Kyrie. That next year, if they didn't reload, like get deeper, because the Cavs didn't really do crazy moves, but they were still the Cavaliers, right? But there was a lot of shit going on with that team in 2017, so who knows? Because the
Yeah,
Warriors were still
that's when
really
Kyrie
good.
left. That's when Kyrie left.
He left the following season, 2016-17 season. That was the one where they got gentlemen
Yeah,
swept by the
the
Warriors. The year after they won the championship, they played Golden State one more time. That was the first
yeah,
KD championship. Um,
yeah.
Kevin Durant was not beating LeBron James in the finals without Stephen Curry. If he would have got to the finals without Steph, like if OKC would have got there and he got there with Russ, they were losing to the Cavaliers. Everybody in the league knew, and I don't care. I don't care what the comments look like. I don't care if you call this LeBron dick riding. Like, you need to build teams like that to beat LeBron James. Like, you have to. Kyrie was in his fucking bag on the Cavs. You wasn't doing nothing with that, bro. And that 2016 team was so fire. I feel like it was better than the 2017 team. But Steph Curry just does so much, and you had to put so much attention on him, and he's still damn near averaging 27-point triple-double. And they don't want to talk about that. They want to talk about, oh, KD cooked LeBron. How? How did he cook LeBron? How? How do you? Oh, I'm checking you, but your boy over here is going for 30 in a triple-double. Your second best player is going for 30 in a triple-double. My second best player, Kyrie, his knees bothering him already in these finals. His knee's already bothering him. He's touching his knee after every fucking layup. Kevin Love disappeared. He doesn't even exist. I don't even want to talk about my bench. I think JR's drunk. That's probably what LeBron was thinking in 2017. And then in 2018, LeBron's looking around like, man, what the fuck is all of this bullshit? To then get to the finals again to see them? You're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy. Like, there's never been an NBA championship that was, like, more on a platter, bro. We were talking about it in class, like, when the season started. Like, why are we even watching it? We know what's going to happen. We didn't know that LeBron was going to do that in 2018. That we didn't know. That was, like, the treat for everybody in the NBA season.
That was insane to watch.
That was our treat. That was, like, our favorite part. But we knew what the fuck was going to happen. And it wasn't because of KD. KD's great. But it was not because of KD. Because the Warriors were the fucking Warriors. And I'm tired of the Clay disrespect. I'm tired of the Draymond disrespect. I'm tired of the Andre Iguodala disrespect. I want...
You want Iggy taking the final shot?
Iguodala in 2016. Put some respect on all of them bench players. Where's my boy? Why am I blanking on his name? Sean Livingston, the mid-range king. He was automatic from the mid-range. That motherfucker never missed the mid-range shot. I swear to God.
Bro, he was so annoying, bro.
He was like 97.1 billion% from the mid-range. Every time that shit left his hands, like when they would insert him and sit Steph Curry down, bro, there was no drop-off.
Bro, the way people got mad at Curry for hitting those threes, bro. That's how mad we got when Sean Livingston came in and just hit those middies, bro.
Sean Livingston was hitting some bullshit. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. To answer the question, bro, I don't want to rant because I don't want this episode to go on too long. Me and Mauricio agree KD needed Steph Curry. All right? KD is an all-time great player. If you're taking him like head up, if you're asking me, yo, you got to go to the blacktop, you got to pick, I'm going KD every fucking time.
Hell yeah.
Like if I'm going to the blacktop, I'm taking KD. But if I'm playing in the NBA and you give me one player to start my team with, because it would be contradictory for me to take Kevin Durant over Stephen Curry. I have him in my top 10 NBA players of all time. This is like the most angry I think I've ever been on this podcast. Steph Curry is number 2. If he wins one more championship and gets one more Finals MVP, he's the greatest point guard of all time.
Okay.
I can't. Like, we can't. We gotta stop doing this. We gotta stop doing this. We gotta stop doing this. We gotta stop doing this disrespect. I'm tired of this shit. I am so tired of this shit. I'm tired of the Clay disrespect, the Draymond disrespect, Steve Kerr disrespect. I'm sick of it. People think KD was on that team by himself. He was not. He had all of the help. He did not just help. He had all of the help.
Bro, Boogie was also on that team.
Yeah, lucky Boogie got hurt. He got hurt before the season started. Could you imagine? Yeah. Bro! Put the picture up. Look at that shit. I'm pointing at it. Look at Mauricio's hands. Look at that picture. Look at that picture. When my kids ask me, Dad, how good was LeBron? Look at that shit. Look at that shit and look up every single player on that list. Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. End this shit, bro.
All right,
outro us out, bro. Cause I'm hot.
Okay, calm down.
I'm hot,
bro. Okay, calm down.
I'm hot. Suck my dick.
No.
Suck my dick.
Relax.
Now I'm mad. Now I'm.
Bro, listen. For context, I want you to understand like how this was for us. For context, and like when Lemire gets here, we're gonna ask him about it too. Just for more background context. But yo, when we used to get in trouble, like at first, like our teachers were okay with it in shop class, but eventually they got annoyed about every day after lunch we'll get into class, go up to the board before the fucking teacher will get there, write down LeBron, Kevin Durant, who got who, and it would be an argument every single day to the point where we had to write down 1,000 times in a sheet of paper. I would not write down LeBron James and Kevin Durant on the board again. No, that happened, bro. That's how it was. That's how rough it was for us.
I fucking hated that shit. The only thing that I liked was that it was me and Randy on this side of the classroom, so we was just yelling at Lemire like, "What are you talking about, bro?"
Bro, that shit. Yo, that shit was hilarious too, cause they're yelling at LeBron.
That was me.
I'm in the corner. I'm going, Westbrook.
Yeah, we all be like, shut the fuck up, Mauricio. That was the start of like the Westbrook love. I remember that, bro.
Oh my god,
bro.
That's
so funny,
shit,
man. You see how stressful. Now imagine, like, look at us as NBA fans, how stressful we were during that time. Imagine being like LeBron James or the rest of the league. Like having to deal with that shit. Imagine being the actual players who have to tie their sneakers and play that team. Man, get the fuck out of my face with that, man.
Oh man, listen. Enough of that. That's it.
God damn it, man.
Before Andy pops a blood vessel, before this man has a heart attack, before his cholesterol blows up, okay? Let's end this episode, okay?
Yo, watch your mouth.
This has been one of your two hosts, Mauricio, signing out. Pick a pop. Andy, we had a great episode. We talked shit. We went back on memories, man. Yo. Signing the fuck out.
Yo.